My taxes, I'm too turned up.
Yeah, it's your boy Crypto Blood, and welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is February 13th, 2020. Shout out to my man, the Tech Geek out there on YouTube, one of my YouTube members, for the song request Life is Good by Future featuring Drake. Hot joint right here. Thanks for the song request, bro. Welcome to another episode. Today, we're going to be looking at, I saw a tweet out from Pomp out there on Twitter. Very popular guy in the Bitcoin community. He put a tweet out saying that he was excited to see the Federal Reserve President, Jerome Powell, say that he's for Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies being private. I laughed, man, because we cannot be that naive, people. There is no way a government, they're not even the government entity. The Federal Reserve is a private institution. However, even governments are in no form or fashion wanting us to have total anonymity. That is beyond the opposite of what they're all about. So I got this article that talks about that. FinCEN, they are definitely looking to stop Bitcoin from working like a secret Swiss bank account. We're going to look at this article here today. Also, Brave browser uncovers a mass surveillance of UK citizens. Let's take a look at this interesting article out of Decrypt Media. XRP flash crashes 50% on BitMEX. Takes out a whole bunch of people. It dropped all the way to 14 cents. Yikes. We'll take a look at this. People are angry about that one. I'm glad I don't trade XRP. But this should be a lesson learned for those of us who trade on margin. You never know when you'll have crazy moves like this. It happens. I was talking to someone in a Forex channel, Forex room, about back in 2000, I want to say 14, 15, somewhere around there. I can't remember. When Brexit occurred and it shocked the world to see a yes vote to leave the EU. And man, those currencies, the pound currencies, went ham. I'm talking like thousands of pips in minutes. And many people that were on the wrong side of that trade got blown out. Even if they had stop losses, they were obliterated. So you got to be careful out there, people. You have to be careful. Also, out of CoinGate, Bitcoin scam. Well, this man was charged for owning a mixing website that laundered over $300 million in Bitcoin. Ironically enough, I was just on the phone with a guy out in Cleveland. I'm not going to say his name unless he wants, so he can chime in the comments. But he put together an event and was trying to get this company, the guy who owns Coin Ninja, I believe it is, trying to get him to host this crypto event out in Cleveland. And he ended up parting ways with the guy. But yeah, this is the guy he was talking about or was planning to do an event together with. We'll take a look at the details on this. So we're going to take a look at all of those topics today. But before we start, if you guys find these types of videos informative, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to receive more videos like this. This episode is brought to you by Prime XBT. Check those guys out at primexbt.com. A very good crypto and Forex and commodities and a whole bunch of other things you can trade on Prime XBT. You can fund it all with cryptocurrencies. You can even trade stocks over there. So check them out. I have a link in the description below, and there is a promo. If you use that link or the promo code Crypto Blood, use that, you get 30%, I think, extra in trading bonuses. Look at this heat map. It is red today. Bitcoin is currently down 1.4% to $10,238. Ethereum's down 1.2% to $267. We've got EOS down 2.8% to $5.23. Binance down 2% as well. Litecoin, however, is up slightly to $80.84, up 0.17%. XRP up 8.4% to 32 cents right now. But for the most part, most of these coins are red today on the pullback. First article, FinCEN to stop Bitcoin working like a secret Swiss bank account, they say. U.S. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin has revealed that FinCEN will be introducing more stringent rules for Bitcoin soon. We got to up the ante here, people. The Secretary of the United States Treasury yesterday announced that FinCEN, the country's body that tackles financial crimes like anti-money laundering and terrorist financing, will soon roll out new requirements regarding Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Steven Mnuchin said, "We are about to roll out some significant new requirements at FinCEN. We want to make sure that this technology moves forward, but on the other hand, we want to make sure that the cryptocurrencies aren't used for the equivalent of the old Swiss secret number bank accounts. Mnuchin didn't expand on his comments uttered before the Senate Finance Committee in relation to Trump's 2021 budget, but told Senator Maggie Hassan, "You'll be seeing a lot of work coming out very quickly. Anti-money laundering regulations have become stricter since FATFA, a large international body that comprises most of the world's major economies, asked member states to enforce the new travel rule. It requires that virtual asset service providers like crypto exchanges send customer information to each other whenever a customer makes a transaction. FATFA made that recommendation earlier in 2019, and companies are hurrying to implement it." And just to be clear with you guys, this includes, and I got to give a shout out to my man Litecoin Moses, who was the one that kind of highlighted this last year, and I did some more research on it, and it's very true. Many of the wallets, hardware wallets you use, check the terms of service, because I think you will find it, and you'll probably be surprised, if government agencies want more information, they're obligated, meaning the hardware wallets are obligated to give them information like IP addresses, locations, and so on and so forth of your hardware wallets when you connect through, through the system, through the nodes. So just listen, we're getting so far away from the intent of this new technology. But the great thing is they don't own it. They don't own this infrastructure, this network. So that means there will always be loopholes and ways that you can circumvent some of these surveillance practices that we're seeing. And it's not, again, I always say, it's not because someone's trying to do something illegal. It's just because you may want to be private and have some sense of privacy. So that's what's happening. We'll see what they come out with. It's going to be interesting to see. It's not a closed circuit system like, the Federal Reserve dollars, or if you have money in bank accounts. Those are closed systems, so they for sure can track you much better. Now cash is a different thing, but that's why they're trying to get us away from cash, physical cash, that is. So we'll just have to see what happens. I just want to give you guys an update on that so that you know what's going on. Next article: Google rival Brave browser uncovers a mass surveillance of UK citizens. Over 6.9 million Britons were tracked by a company formerly associated with Cambridge Analytica. Are we surprised? A new report by privacy browser Brave found that over 400 councils in the UK have allowed at least one private company to track visitors to its website and mine their browsing activity for profit. Sites run by local council also provide advice for people struggling with disabilities, poverty, and drug addiction. Brave found that 23 council websites allow data broker companies to learn about what internet users do when they visit their website and sell that tracking information collected through cookies to third parties. All this happens without users' consent. Brave found that 6.9 million UK individuals are served by councils that let one data broker, which is called LiveRamp, track people on their sites. LiveRamp used to be part of Axiom Group, which sold data to Cambridge Analytica, the company at the center of the 2016 US election scandal. Brave browser notes in its report that Google owns all 5 of the top embedded elements loaded by UK councils' websites, which gives the tech giant the power to know what virtually anyone in the UK views on council websites. This level of surveillance is alarming, according to Damian Mason, an expert of digital privacy at Pro Privacy, a privacy publication. He says this is particularly concerning for vulnerable people such as those in a financial crisis looking for help, because that could lead to ads being targeted to them for like payday loan companies and so on and so forth. So there you have it. This is why, I personally have told you guys, use Brave browser. It's the best thing we've had since Google hit the scene, I'm telling you. So download Brave browser if you haven't already. Listen, you can use all the same plugins. It's virtually just like Chrome, but smoother, faster, and blocks tons of tracking, cookies, and all types of stuff. So this is crazy though. This is totally crazy. You guys better get that Brave browser ASAP. And really quickly, let's just look at this XRP flash crash. Collapses to 14 cents on BitMEX exchange. People are mad. A couple of traders. The price of XRP, the third largest cryptocurrency, has recently collapsed to just 14 cents on BitMEX. It didn't stay there. It's back at 30 cents now, or I should say 32 cents. It goes on to say BitMEX uses fair price marking to avoid unnecessary liquidations that may occur when a certain coin is subject to market manipulations. However, in a rage-filled tweet, one user claims that he has lost all of his funds after the brutal red candle that appears to be a system glitch. I hope they refund this guy. They better. That is just straight up gangster, and wrong if they don't. But ironically enough, co-founder of BitMEX just recently talked about XRP. He said that XRP shorts are crippling right now on the same day that the token's price suddenly dropped to 14 cents. What is going on? This is not the first time that he showed his contempt for XRP. Earlier this February, he tweeted that the fact that it was still trading above zero was the only thing that mattered. So let me know in the comments below if you were affected by that situation. That is a darn shame. Last article, Bitcoin scam. Well, this guy out of Cleveland charged for mixing over $300 million in Bitcoin. I think he was caught up in some type of scam trading service as well. Let's take a look at the details on that. It says in local reports out of Cleveland, a man was charged with founding a platform that was used to launder over 350,000 Bitcoin during its operation. Larry Dean Harmon faces a lengthy period in jail as prosecutors claim the defendant founded a Bitcoin mixing operation called Helix, which integrated with black marketplace AlphaNet to allow users to buy and sell illegal items such as guns, drugs, and forbidden items. In early 2017, federal authorities shut down Helix service on reports of money laundering by the platform, according to authorities. Helix processed at least 354,000 Bitcoin, roughly 310 million at the time, on AlphaNet, Agaro Market, Nucleus, and Dream Market dark marketplaces. Following an indictment on Harmon in late 2019, the judges offered a verdict on February 6th, charging the defendant with conspiracy to launder money instruments, operating an unlicensed money transmission business, and money transmission without a license. The verdict further ordered Harmon to relinquish his properties on Yellow Creek Road, as well as additional properties in Akron and Aurora, Colorado. It goes on to say that Helix is not the only operation that Cleveland authorities were focusing on, as Harmon was linked to a darknet search engine that worked in tandem with the mixing service, namely Grams. Having started operations in early 2014, Harmon boasted to his users that the payments made to AlphaNet cannot be traced. However, posing as a user on the platform, an FBI agent was able to trace the platform to Harmon, leading to his arrest. Interesting. Wow, that's crazy. Just wanted to let you guys know about that. I was literally on the phone with my guy over in Cleveland before I recorded, talking about this very situation. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But hey, that's my 2 Satoshis on the subjects for today. Let me know yours in the comments below. And again, shout out to the Tech Geek, one of my YouTube members, for the song request, Life is Good. If you found this video informative, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And click that bell to receive more videos like this. I'm out of here, people. Holla!